now, our resident curmudgeon finds inspiration in an unexpected place. I've been thinking a lot lately about my color computer. You see, I have been using it less lately than I used to. I'm the kind of person who always likes to try new things with my color computer. But lately, I've been finding it harder to discover new things to try. I guess I could look on social media, but I never really did get into that. Anyone who knows me won't be surprised. Then I learned something new. There's a group of people who get together every Saturday to talk about the Coco. They call themselves the CoCoNation, and they say they're the world's leading live weekly talk show featuring the color computer. They talk about the Coco siblings and its cousins, too. They even talk about its red-headed stepchild. I've heard they've got some nitwit doing commercials for them. He pretends he's Sally Struthers. The CoCoNation live show has changed my relationship with my color computer. I find that I'm using it a lot more again. I really like the CoCoNation live show, and I think you will, too.
Hey, that's not the right button.
You're welcome.
Let's try this button.
The CoCoNation show is an unscripted, live, and interactive broadcast. Anything can and will happen. The views and opinions expressed by members of the panel and the live audience are their own, and not necessarily those of the CoCoNation show, its sponsors, affiliates, or subsidiaries. Open minds are encouraged, and a sense of humor is recommended. Thank you for being a part of the CoCoNation.
Radio Shack? Okay.
What?
The 80s called.
Welcome to the CoCoNation, the world's first live and interactive talk show featuring the Tandy color computer and its hardware cousins.
Now it's time for that button. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the CoCoNation Show, episode 469. Oh, let's see. We made it through another week.
As
All
long as
right.
it's not the history eraser button you're pressing.
Yeah, I don't know. So, okay, let's see. Start with intros. Okay. On the panel today, we've got Henry Strickland.
Hello, world. I have no more fruit flies. How did I get to be number one?
I don't know.
I'm still
And you know
trying
what? Since we all got chit-chatting, I forgot to do all the pre-show start stuff.
Okay.
Quick.
Stall.
All right, now everyone should say the same picture I'm seeing here. Next over, yours truly pushing all the wrong buttons. Next up, Marco
Hey there, glad to be here today.
and Sloopy Malibu.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, next row, we got 8 Bits in the Basement, Peter.
How you doing, everyone?
Hello.
Yeah. Rick Euland.
Greetings from the temporarily not raining Milwaukee.
Don't worry, there's more heading your way. Let's see, Kevin Holloway.
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
And next up, from an undisclosed secret location, maybe
Somewhere north of our
Ken
border.
Waters?
Yeah, and you can't see it, but I've got my coffee, but where I am, it's boiled coffee, so
Ooh, throw an ice cube in it.
no,
Yeah.
it was snowing here just like literally an hour ago, so boiled coffee is good.
Oh,
How
I
far-
understand now.
How far
so,
to a Tim Hortons?
So he's probably up in the North Pole.
How
above
far
the
to a
Arctic
Tim
Circle.
Hortons?
Tim Hortons, 3.5 hours, right?
No, I'd say about 75 miles.
Wow.
Well, depending on the weather, 3.5 hours.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, and the last row, we've got Alan, Exile in Paradise.
Howdy, everyone. Glad you could make it to the show.
And last but not least, we got Brian Weasler.
Hello, coming to you from an undisclosed location known as the Vault.
Okay, do you have anything to show today?
I may have something. If I do, it's going to be from the back of my car. So we'll go from there. So.
All right.
Road trip.
All
At least
right.
it's not a van.
Let's see. In the chats, we got Kevin Holloway, Michael Zwiffel, Brian Blake, Julian Brown, Marco. Scroll. Jim. Yeah, Jim Rye. I lost my place. Okay, 60. Wayne Campbell. Okay, I got to decipher this one. Carl Wards. I'm sure I did that. Put the break in the wrong syllable. Bill Lathing. Brian Walsh. Carl Edwards. That's how it should be. Daddy Burrito. Tom Eric Gunderson.
How'd you fix your syllables?
Oh, Kung Coco Foo. There we go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Let's jump off into the deep end. Turn that off, turn that on. Henry, what do you got for us today?
Hey, it's been a while since I've demoed the CoPico centipede, and I'm turning my focus to it finally. I haven't done much with it since Coco Fest, but I had a good stable demo at that point, and I want to get that checked in, and anybody who has an advanced copy of this board can try it out. And then I'd like to move on to version 1. This is going to be called version 0. And let's grab the camera, and probably need to turn off my background fuzzing there.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Yeah, I'll do a proper screen share in a moment, but I'm just going to show you that I'm going to be checking this into my GitHub, and it's going to be under the name Copico Centipede, and I was hoping to have it done by now, but this is where I'm doing it. And then over here, I've got the target for this version was a Coco 2 that's got 16K of RAM in it. And this is what the Centipede board looks like. It's got the RP2350B, the large version of the processor that's on a Pi Pico 2, and it's bringing out all 48 GPIO lines on these, and they're among these 60 holes going down the side there, and that's why it's called a centipede. It's got these 60 feet going down the middle there. And this is version 32Z, which is the version that I was giving out some copies of at Coco Fest. So it's been plugged into the side. Let me get a little more cable.
So the next version with more pins would be the millipede?
Yeah, well, I didn't want to call it a septuagesimal pede or something like that, because that's not a good marketing name. So I'll have to figure out how many feet it has. Yeah. This is the board I'm actually going to be using in the demo, because it's already plugged in through the USB cable to my PC here. And 2 decks of cards, one red and one blue, are the exact height to support the board sticking into a Coco 2. That's important to know. And then I've got a screen on the top. If I turn on the machine, you see it's a real Coco really working over here.
Yeah, pretty screensaver.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now let's I'm going to start to share what's on my PC now, and I have turned off Wayland and back to x.org and rebooted my Ubuntu box with X11 instead of Wayland. So, this last week when I hit this share button, everything went black. But now when I hit the share button, yeah, there we go. So over here, I've started a V0 directory, and I'm not going to run it right now because I don't want to mess up any demo, but you see I'm starting to collect makefile scripts. And I do want to show you that the program that runs on your PC to build it with the Go language output into whatever our target is, like Linux AMD 64, is just as easy as setting the OS and the architecture in the environment variables when you call the compiler. And here I'm doing 8 different builds. That's your ordinary Intel, but then there's the 32-bit version instead of 64-bit, and I'm doing it for both kinds of ARM, 32-bit and 64-bit that you'd have on a Raspberry Pi, Windows 64-bit, and even a Windows 32-bit, and then Macintosh for Intel there, and the new Macintosh for Apple Silicon here. And I imagine it'd be really easy to add more architectures if people needed them. So that generates the tether program, which runs on the PC side. And in this window, let's see, in my generated directory, I've got the ROMs for the Coco 2. This one is 16 megs. It's both the extended color basic and the color basic. I've got an 8K ROM for disk basic version 1.1. Both of these are in the Toolshed repository that you'll find under the Nitrous 9 project GitHub. These are from Erico in Brazil. This is his thing, and we can run it either in English or in Portuguese. Listings, I'm not going to be able to use this today, but eventually we'll get to where we can get a dump of what's running on the Coco and connect it to the assembly language listings so that you can see step by step what's being executed. And then there's all my versions of the tether program. So let's get the tether. There we go. What are the arguments? We're not going to be looking for OS 9 modules today. If we do want assembly language listings, they are here. And ABS, I guess, means that they have absolute addresses on them as opposed to modules which are relocatable. The disks, I'm going to simulate one floppy 0, and it's going to have the Portuguese version is what's there right now. Actually, let's change that to the English version. And we're going to have Coco ROMs loaded and the disk ROM there will be served. So the CoPico is going to be doing 4 things. It's going to be 64K of RAM for this 16K machine. It's going to be a disk basic ROM. It's going to be a floppy drive, and it's going to be a virtual VDG. And we'll see all of that soon. Oh, I should, in my web browser, go to here. I'm going to hold down the reset button and let go of the reset button on the CoPico and turn on the Coco. And this web browser screen over here has my virtual VDG display on it, so you can see what's going on. If I ask how much memory we've got, it says 22.8K available to basic, but that's 64K. And the only reason it has 64K is because the centipede is providing it. And the same with the word disk in the top left corner. That would not say disk if we weren't providing the disk ROM. And we're providing a floppy. There's the directory of it. I'm going to load loader. This program is by Erico, and it's written in UG Basic, so you'll get to see that run. Actually, I'll show you the listing first. List. And basically it's some data statements and some load statements to load other things, and finally exec at a certain address. I'm assuming that's the way that UG Basic compiles its runtime. And we're run. And we wait while stuff gets loaded. What you see on my console over here is writes that are being done by the Coco, being detected by the centipede, being sent to the PC, and we get every write cycle recorded. So now my PC knows what's in the RAM of the Coco, which is what you need to know in order to be a virtual VDG. And then this tether program is exporting a web port on 8080, an embedded web server inside of it. And when you connect to that, then you see the virtual VDG screen that's over there on the left. And the final thing to show you is that that virtual VDG screen does not have the damage. It's got, perfect pictures and the words are correct. Whereas if I stop sharing and show you the actual screen over here, well, I'm not seeing damage at the moment, but eventually there should be some junk. Yeah, we've got some junk across there. That's an example of damage on the actual VDG, because the actual VDG is using the 16K of RAM, not 64, just 16K of RAM that's inside the Coco. And so there's 3 extra images of that RAM at upper addresses, which the Coco is using because the centipede is providing the RAM there, but it smashes data on the real RAM, and so the damage shows up on the VDG. And this is just a repackaging of the demo that I did in Coco Fest, but I'm going to get this pushed up to the GitHub site. I had some trouble figuring out where the correct version of all this is, and that's kept me from getting it pushed quite yet. But that's my update for today, and I'm trying to get the idea of the centipede into people's minds and the idea of what it can do, and I'll be talking about it more in future weeks.
In the chat, Erroneous had a pretty interesting note. He said, the CoPico, I wonder if it could become the ultimate diag tool. It does do much, and if there were memory problems on a board, could the CoPico replace the bad memory well enough to run the diags?
I do think so, yeah.
Oh, and like leave parts of the original memory in if you're wanting to work around. You could theoretically do all kinds of things, right?
Oh, there's some feature creep for you.
Yeah,
right. It's our job, man. It's our job.
So the Coco has this wonderful line on the expansion port called SLENB, and I always pronounce it SLENB.
Yep.
Someone here knows what it actually means.
It actually means select B, which means the primary select is disabled, and you do it, buddy.
Yeah. So this goes inside a Coco 2 to the 74 LS138, which is everybody's favorite 3 to 8-bit decoder. And it's used internally to select one of 8 different types of devices to be on the memory bus at the address that's been decoded by the SAM chip. And when you activate SLENB, it tells that 138 to disable itself and not select any of those devices that we're externally going to be using the address bus, the data bus, and injecting data onto the data bus. So that's how the CoPico does things. Now, any environment in which you can use SLENB and take over, and you're getting the addresses correct that you need to see, it's possible that an MPI or something would be blocking this. And I don't know all those details yet, but when it's plugged directly into the Coco, it definitely works. And so, yeah, I think it's an ultimate diagnostic tool, as well as replacing faulty RAM or ROM. That makes sense to me.
And I seem to recall the multipack does honor that, to the point where you can't plug a lot of random crap in your multipack and pull that trick because everything all crashes together. I do seem to remember that happening.
I've seen it not work, and Coco 3 is a little more mysterious because I don't know what the policies of the gimme are, and different multipacks, when they
how they were upgraded
do or don't buffer the data bus in what direction. That can be an issue. If they've put buffers on the data bus, they have to know to turn it around when I hit SLENB. So I'm just thinking of things because I don't know all the details.
It'll be a fun summer.
Yeah. And let's see, I'm not. Yeah, okay, you see my camera in my face. I've also done one other thing, and I'm gonna take the 10-second pledge. I'm never gonna subject you more than 10 seconds of AI slop at a time. But I've made some ads for the CoPico, or for the fact that the centipede is on the horizon and is coming, and I'm gonna give you a preview of these. We haven't worked them into the show yet. So let me share, and I'm going to share with sharing sound and optimize for video.
Fire the slop cannons.
Yeah. Now, when I tried this earlier, I could not hear anything while this is going on. So I'm going to be going silent, but everybody told me that, yeah, it worked at your end. So let's try this.
I don't think that worked. Oh, there we go.
That works.
Yeah, I think it missed the Coco.
I think I got a bite. Whoa, watch out! Hey, we're floating! Hang on, we're flying!
Yeah, okay.
Você quer o doce vermelho ou o doce azul?
Vou levar a placa de circuito verde.
Okay.
Get ready for a new level of wizardly technology. CoPico Centipede, coming soon to a theater near you.
But I don't use a mug. I use a glass.
Okay.
That's what they meant by AI hallucinating.
I could not hear anything while that was going on. So whatever you've said, if it's important, you'll have to tell me again. But you got the video and you got the audio, right?
Yep.
Okay. So those are
Yeah, we thinks that the AI didn't quite get to Coco right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the joy of slop. I had a little bit of difficulty. For one thing, the AI did not want to make me videos with red pills and blue pills, and so I had to change it to candies. And then with candies, it was all right. It wasn't drugs.
Oh, right.
Red candy and the blue candy.
And then the AI scolded me for describing a potentially dangerous scene with children in it. And we worked around that. But then it cut the kid's legs off inside of a Coco, which seems a little bit dangerous to me. But
that Coco they were on had a very C64 vibe with the function keys on the one side.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the way all the AIs used to be. It would be like ask a 6809 question, get a 6502 answer.
Yep. Right.
They're getting better.
But we'll stick it in an ET moment and it'll all work out.
All right.
We're flying.
No more AI talk. Let's go back to the Coco show. All right, that ends it for me. Any more questions?
All right.
Oh, good luck. Good work.
So Brian, are you in a safe? So Brian, are you in a safe location or?
Oh yeah. No, I'm just down at my storage unit is all. So anyway, but
oh, the Weasler warehouse.
Yes. So I will attempt. I did want to share something. I wanted to get this project done. I was hoping maybe I might be able to get back home, but I thought, well, what the hell? I'll just do it from the back of my car real quick here. So I don't know if this is going to work or not, but you guys will get the gist of it. This is something you've seen before, but this one's in better shape and better condition. So let me see here. How do I want to do this? Let me turn my camera on. You're probably going to see me, and then I'm going to see if I can flip the camera. So don't be startled. So there we are. There we are. Okay, and
blue sky.
Yes, where is the little switcheroo here? Where's the camera switch thing there? There we are. Boom. Okay. So Coco 2 box, right?
American box.
Yep. So I got this from Grant. Oh, how's his last name? Grant B. Grant B-L-O. What's that?
Bloedow.
Okay. Yep. So his table is kind of across from me, and he wanted to know if I was interested in this Coco. And so you can see here it's a Coco 2. It even has there's even a ship from Radio Shack here, to this person right here. But you can see it came right from Radio Shack there. And let's see here.
Better watch your shins.
Actually, what's that?
Better watch your shins.
Oh, yeah. Right.
That came from their shop in Fort Worth.
But you can see it came from there, and it was even shipped to this Marvin here at Radio Shack. It must have been in
that may have been
Avenue there in Seattle, Washington.
This probably was the manager name.
Okay.
Okay. So
this might give it away somewhat. So 263128. Does anybody remember what the 28 is? This was the education version of the Coco 2.
That's what I was thinking. Education one.
Yep. So I have two different versions of it. There was like an A and a B type version.
Oh, and they labeled over the RF.
Oh, the sticker over the
sticker.
Yeah, on the front of it.
Front panel.
Yep, on the front there, right there. Yep.
Yeah, you don't get that part.
Right. So like I said, I have one of each version. I have one that's in a box and one that's not in a box. The one that's not in the box is in really bad shape. And so when he offered this to me, I was really excited about it. So again, you guys have seen it before, but for those who haven't, they might find this interesting. So I had some manuals in here with it. I'll set those aside. Doing this one-handed here. Can't forget the ever popular program catalog.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So here's the box itself, or the computer itself. Let me reach this out of here. I'm going to set this off the side and close the lid. I think it'll make it easier for me.
That's interesting. They got the program catalog into the schools there.
Right. So he had the styrofoam and everything with it.
Nice.
Get this off here. Let me slide the bag off. There we go. Okay. So you can see this one here is super clean. I mean, a little bit of yellowing here. Maybe it doesn't quite come through on here, but you can see a little bit right here. A little bit. But we've obviously seen much worse. Okay, and so those of you that are aware, it might be obvious, but for those who haven't seen it, is there anything unusual? I kind of focused in there for a little bit there, but there is no switch, and you can see here there's what looks like a phone jack. So I wish I had this thing apart, but let's see here. Mother Nature's kind of giving me a little bit of light here.
Look in the top.
Yeah, it's got that vertical.
See if I get an angle there. You can see
vertical card.
You can see a potentiometer, a screwdriver potentiometer in there. And there's a vertical board right here. You can't quite see it.
So it's like a composite kit or something?
Exactly. So what Radio Shack did for the education market, because they didn't want to have a bunch of TVs, they wanted to have monitors, they took out the RF can and they replaced it with a composite board that's in there, and it runs horizontal. And this board here is what Ed Snyder based his composite board off of, if I had the story correct.
Yeah.
So
and the schematics for that are available.
Okay. You can kind of see. Can you see that red wire right there?
Yeah.
And just kind of through the slots there. So they do take the audio, or do they take the audio onto this? I think they do feed the audio through on this. So you have to have a four. What do they call it on a phone jack? A 4-section.
Yeah, it's got the four bands.
Four bands.
Tip plus 3 bands.
Yep.
4 sleeve.
Sleeve.
There you go. So when you plug this thing in here, 2 of them are going to be the composite, and the other 2 are going to be the for your audio on that. So like I said, I wish I had a screwdriver on it, but let's look at the bottom of this real quick. Oh,
that could be just a regular stereo jack as well, because.
So if you can see here also,
ground. Yeah.
There's this little template right along the top right here.
What's that?
It had to do with some of the educational software that was available, I believe, at the time that was part of this. So it's just stuck on there. This is all the black bezel that that goes around the keyboard, and then this is just kind of stuck on here, right above here.
Oh, it's
Overlay
like
that's stuck
under the case and over the bezel.
Yep.
Kind of add on. Okay.
Yep. So it was just kind of sitting there. So let's go to the bottom here. Okay, and you can see our part number here is the 263128, and it's kind of hard to see here, but this is just a sticker. My fingernail can kind of catch on it. There you can see a little bit of
okay. Yeah, I got you. A sticker on top of the white spot. Yeah.
Right, because it doesn't have the, and I don't know, did they get rid of any of the other RF related things here? No, it has the normal little warnings on it and stuff, but it's never been into since it was
sweet.
set up for the schools there. So anyway, it kind of makes me wonder again, it's one of those things, schools and stuff like that, once the technology improves, how many of these did Radio Shack sell? Hundreds, thousands of these, and schools, when they were done with them, as they advanced with different computers in the computer lab, were these just all hauled off to a dumpster? Who knows? Makes you kind of wonder where some of these went.
Right.
Were people allowed to take them home? Hey, we're going to get rid of these. Anybody want one? Take it home. So who knows? Because occasionally these do pop up on eBay. Not very often, but they do. So, but anyway, I just wanted to share it. Thank you, Grant.
Because that's the same version that's in the kit form, isn't it?
I guess I'd have to look at the board on the inside to see if it's the same board that's part of the kit. It may be. It very well may be. Like I said, one of the other ones that I have is the case has already been broken open. This one here, the warranty sticker, and unlike the thrill that I gave you guys about a month and a half ago when I was busting warranty stickers left and right on those Coco 3s,
Right.
I'd like to keep this one here a little more intact here. So, but I do have this version with one that the sticker's already broke. I can bring it on the show again as kind of a refresher.
Hey, Brian?
So yeah.
On those educational kits, if I remember right, because they're the 30 series, not the 31, they were the regular VDGs, and this was right before they started doing started really kicking around the Deluxe Coco project.
Yeah.
So the chip in them is the regular VDG, right?
Yeah, the vertical can model.
Let's see here. I'm trying to look to see if I can even see the VDG
So
chip in
yeah,
here. But
so the non-T1.
yeah, because everything is, as I look in here, everything is socketed from what I can see, even the smaller TTLs. Well, there's a few TTLs that are not, but a lot of it is all socketed.
Yeah, it's just I
And
was
you gotta-
trying to, but from the model numbers, I believe the 2630s were all the regular VDG, and it was the 31 like 27B that was when they started introducing the T1s.
Okay.
Yeah, and the B models.
Yeah, the camera's
Yeah.
not going to focus on that very well. So
And I got to kind of
there we
wonder,
go.
they remember how a lot of early computers didn't have TV output because of FCC rules. I wonder if there was some wrinkle in schools where you couldn't use a TV output computer in a school environment. You had to be monitor
Well,
outputs because
heaven
Apples
forbid
were.
watching TV in school.
Well, I mean,
Right.
the apples were all composite out. Here's a composite out. Remember, the Model 1 came with its own monitor because they couldn't just put a TV jack on the back because of noise rules, and the thing wasn't, completely classified yet. I wonder if that got into the way of this thing, where they had to also.
Well, there was
go with the
probably less
composite.
questions to the boards of education if you bought monitors versus if you bought a bunch of TVs.
Right. Yeah, I'm just thinking getting it
Yep.
in there because there were a lot of things you couldn't put in school. You couldn't. A regular VCR wouldn't work in our high school. We had to use this fancy Sony thing because it output. Actually, it was three channel video, but it was composite video, not RF. And I just wonder if that.
But
that's
yeah, I
that's
can
what
I
it
can bring
took.
one of the other ones in. If you guys want to see the inside, I can bring another one in maybe in a future show here, and we can go over this again. So
One that isn't all busted open, or I mean, isn't
Right.
busted open yet?
Yeah,
or is
yeah. Well,
busted
this one's
open.
the-
I mean,
yep.
you know what I meant.
Yep, we did.
This
So,
one
anyway.
one keeps its sticker, right?
right. So if Grant, if you happen to be watching the show, thank you for offering this to me. But yep, because one of the things that I've thought about doing in a future Coco Fest would be to do like an educational table, between
Nice,
like
yeah.
the some of the educational software, the Cocos that came as a kit, and obviously these machines and stuff like that, and just kind of show some of the educational stuff that was available. Got to have math and typing tutor there, of course. So, but right.
Right, and
Anyway.
the educational systems. I've got a couple of educational systems packages here that some of them were also done on Radio Shack, but the edu systems had different.
Well, if you could pull off that cassette network they had.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah.
But was that intended for the Coco, or was that more of the Model 1?
I think it was for the Coco.
There was a Coco one. I remember that.
Was there a Coco one?
Who has one? Maybe TJB did one.
Yeah, I think so.
He did do a video.
I think it was geared more towards Model 1s though.
Right.
It didn't work so well on the Model 2s.
But I saw it mentioned on one of those videos.
Yeah.
But in theory, it should work. If it works on a Model 1 with a cassette recorder, it should work on a Coco with cassette recorder, because if I remember right, the
instructor had to do with some timing or actually levels.
Oh, okay,
audio
that might
levels,
be.
I think, was
okay.
Because the amps are different.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and you're pumping into a whole room full of machines. You got to get that right.
Because wasn't the idea behind it is that everybody in the classroom would be ready to like do a C load, and while it's sitting there, everybody doing C load, the instructor hits a button on their computer, which then plays out what would be the audio on the cassette, and then it goes to everybody's computer at the same time. So yeah. Huh. Well, if it's that might be something kind of fun to put together. I mean,
you have to set up a wing of your warehouse with Cocos and the network control.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's a bit like the Ghidra project that Boise did, sort of. Where had a bunch of Cocos all connected together, connected to a server, and he could fire off software at each one of them.
Right. Did like a chain.
Yeah. So, well, that's all I got, Mark. I just wanted to share that while I was here, I guess. Give a little substance to the show.
Okay.
Well, thanks for the compliment.
Yeah.
Add a little substance somewhere in this mess.
Okay.
Thanks.
So get that. Okay, I think at this point we're ready for anything else. We need any other project updates? No? Okay. Let's take a commercial break, and then we'll look at the Game On Challenge.
Hello everyone, it's your good buddy, your good pal Amigo, and joined by that dastardly The Brent from ARG Presents.
You're watching CoCoNation.
I feel like that should have been longer.
The CoCoNation show would like to thank the following patrons: AC's 8-Bit Zone, Alex Gayer, Alan Huffman, Barry Tompkinson, Boys in Tech, Brendan Donahue, Brian Blake, Brian Walsh, Brian Weasler, Karen Anscombe, Coconut Bob, Daddy Burrito, David Ladd, Derek Smithson, Diego BF109, Don Barber, Eric Canales, Frederick Sagard, Glenn Hewlett, Graham Wabke, Grant Leedy, Henry Strickland, Jason Warrens, Jim Mullis, Justin Larson,
Ken Reichard,
Kevin Holloway, Mark Castellan, Patrick Euland, Paul Fiscarelli, R. Allen Murphy, Richard Gore, Richard Harding, Rob Inman, Rocky Hill, Steve Batson, Terry Trapp, The Break Key, TJB Chris, Tom C., Tom Gunderson, Tom S., and William A. Thing. Thank you so much, patrons.
If you would like to support the CoCoNation show, sign up at the URL shown on the screen now.
Hi, this is Mikey N6IL, and you're watching the CoCoNation, the nation's first live and interactive talk show featuring the Tandy color computer and its hardware cousins.
The CoCoNation would like to thank our Discord boosters: Boys in Tech, Captain Kirchhoff, Frederick Micro Hobbyist Sigard, Glenside Computer Club, Paul Fiscarelli, Paul Shoemaker, Richard G., and Wingnut 2626. Please consider joining Discord and visiting the Welcome section to see what the community has to offer. Just go to discord.thecoconation.com.
See you on Discord.
Welcome everybody to the CoCoNation Game On Challenge of the Week results video. This week we played Svellas. We had a total of 13 players. We had Mike Zweifel with 4140, Louis with 4390, Ed Rhodes 4790, Mark B 4900, Coconut Bob 4940, Redbeard 5450, 8 Bits in the Basement 5690, Dr. Ted 5750, Jim Rye 6140, Shenley 15,720, Doug Venner 18,210, Sloopy Malibu 18,940, and this week's number one score belongs to Canadian Retro Things 23,280. Thanks everybody that played, and we'll see you again next week.
Yeah, and the CoCoNation salutes.
Recount.
Ken. Canadian Retro Things. Salute.
Yay!
Salute.
Isn't that 2 weeks in a row? Is that 2
I didn't
2 weeks
win.
in a row?
No. I don't know who won last week. I wasn't here.
Okay, maybe it's the week before.
But the week before that, maybe.
Yeah, I think I won the week before that too.
I demand a recount.
Hey, you were there live when I scored that, so you can't say anything.
I want a recount.
I can actually show you live. It was live on the game challenge.
Oh no, it's coming up.
There.
For true.
Oh, right. So for Svellas, obviously there's no reviews for it because it's a new game, newish game. It's a very interesting concept, not something I've ever seen before, where you have to push walls around like that to get to places. One of the things I really liked about it is once you wrapped it, like he had 9 screens, and then they just start repeating. But on the repeating, the ghosts reacted completely differently. So like on one level, there was one where you have to go down and get the bottom part first, because after about 30 seconds, the bottom ghost will start going through walls after you. But when you hit it the second time, the top ghost immediately goes through the walls after you. So it's I don't know what he did there to change the reactions of the ghosts, but it made it interesting and harder when you wrap it. So it's not just like so many other games continuously playing the same screens over and over and over. I don't know. Anybody else have anything to say about it?
It was a great game.
Good. And what did you like about it,
like
Sloopy?
reverse pipes.
A little bit, I guess. Yeah. The other thing that you can do in that game is you can really screw yourself up if you move things around, because sometimes when you move them in one direction, you can't move them back, so you'll get yourself trapped over in a corner or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That happened a few times.
You have to make sure you have a good plan.
So, yeah, if you do that, you have to just wait for the timer to run out, or hope a ghost comes through the wall after you, because there is no kill switch.
For those that might not be familiar with the game, can you tell who created it and such?
It's one of Infuto's games. So he is the guy from Japan that makes games and then releases them on, like, I think he's up to 36 platforms right now that he releases each of his games on.
Right.
So basically just about anything you can think of.
Makes us feel like underachievers.
Exactly. He even releases them on calculators.
Wow.
Saw that. You got a TI graphing calculator, you can run Doom.
Yep. You can also run into Infuto's games. So, yeah. I don't know. Anybody else have anything they want to say about Svellas? Other than what the heck does the name mean? Because I have no idea. Peter, I saw that your son played it, Louis. What did he think of it? I know sometimes he doesn't think that highly of some of the Coco games.
No, I think he liked it. We played it. I'll be honest with you. We only played it for maybe 25 minutes, a half an hour, but he was he was a bit taken by it. The reason I say that is when he had finished the first game, he said, "Yeah, I'll try it again." So that's usually a fairly good sign. But no, that was about as far as it went. There's certain types of games that he likes, but the thing is, the guy is 21 years of age, so he likes, you know, the modern stuff. Like he's into the 80s stuff because there's a lot of stuff here that I'd be fooling around with. But the thing I like personally about it is the newer games he's really good at, you know. I'll be honest, I'm crap at him. I don't have reactions anymore. You know, things like Super Meat Boy and all that can sort of get to level 4 and that's the end of it. But the thing I like about these ones is, generally speaking, I can be a little bit better than he is. So I try and rope him. I try and rope him into it. But no, there's stuff he likes, and he did seem to appreciate that one. But like, he wouldn't be going to play it, you know, a lot. But he did kind of like it, yeah. He did kind of like it, yeah. So the Infuto ones are pretty good. But tell me, Ken, what's the story with that guy? Did he write an engine himself? And then it's kind of easy for him to write a load of games, or to write games quickly.
Yeah,
and then
as far as I know, that's how it goes. Because as near as I can tell, he's never done any kind of videos about how he does all this. He just does it. He doesn't talk to people about it. I think he only speaks Japanese, though.
Right, but the GitHub, he's got his own assembler and engine called Cate, CATE.
Okay.
And that's his development environment that he has built, that as he works on each game, he's got a library, and each game that he's working on is testing a different game design concept. So he's got this reusable library of assets like the ghosts and things like that, and some of those algorithms. And then he comes up with okay, I want a sliding puzzle game. And that's what Svellas was a concept test for. And then he rolls it out across all those platforms using that engine that he built called Cate. And there's some other pieces of it too that are in his GitHub. And then he basically is verifying that game mechanic works consistently across all of those platforms. But if you look at all of Infuto's games individually from the top to the bottom, you can see that each one of them is kind of testing a genre, and he'll just put a twist on it because he's just testing that one focused area. You can go, well, it's a sliding puzzle game, but I've never seen one like this, so let's make a sliding puzzle game, but with that twist. Okay, here's this aerial combat game, but I haven't seen one like this, so yeah, very interesting developer, but the tools are up there.
It's fantastic what the guy has done. I mean, hats off, really, to be commended. It's really something. And when he's finished one, then he can compile all of them to 108 or whatever it is, different systems, just in one shot, more or less. It's
within a day or so, they all come out.
It's really something. He writes a game, and then they're just kind of compiled for all these. I mean, really, that kind of stuff, that really blows my mind that people can do that kind of, that amazes me. It really does.
So that brings up the question of when am I going to be able to play Bob and the Alien Fireflies on a TI 99 or a TI calculator?
Oh, yeah, there you go. You'll be waiting, Ken. Unless you can use the centipede to display the Coco screen on a calculator. I don't know, but that's about the only way.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that, he says.
But no, that's anyway. That was with that game. I found it to be fun. Personally, I found it to be fun, that one. I like Stimmer Food. I like those.
I actually found it a little more challenging than most of his games.
Yeah, maybe so. I got stuck once or twice on level. was level 3 or 4 down in the bottom left-hand corner. I got stuck.
Level
and I
3
had to
is
get
the one I had
code.
the most
Yeah.
problem with.
Yeah, yeah. But
Level 3, that was easy.
No, I didn't find it all that easy.
All right. Well, does anybody else have anything to say about Svellas, or shall we put it to bed? And Exile in Paradise just posted a link to the Infuto GitHub in the chat. So anybody that wants to go check out his compiler on GitHub, it's right over there. Over. You can't see where I'm pointing right now, but really, I'm pointing.
Over there. Right there.
Sloopy, you're pointing the wrong way. You're pointing at Mark. Oh.
No, I'm pointing at the screen. It's right there. See?
But if you point the other way, if
GitHub.com in Infuto.
If you point the other way, you're pointing at the comment section on my stream. Yeah, that way.
But on my screen, it's over there. It's actually on my other screen.
All right, so the other game that we played this week was, and I keep forgetting the name of this. The heck is the name of it? It's a Jim Gary 10-line game, Artemis. Which I have not yet tried yet because I haven't hooked up my MC10 yet, so. Sloopy, you'll have to talk about it because you've played it.
I did?
Well, you chose it, so I'm assuming you played it.
Allegedly.
I didn't play it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
So that's also an interesting concept of a game, and interesting that it's the shortest game that we've ever played on the Game on Challenge Live at only 10 lines of code.
I thought we've played a 10-liner before.
I don't think we did.
I thought we did.
If we did, then I don't remember. Okay, how about it's at least tied for the shortest game that we've ever played?
Sure. I mean, I'm not 100%, but I think we have played a Jim Gary 10-liner per conversion. So,
anyways,
yeah,
what it is, yeah,
it is a very unusual game where it's really simple. You're just going from the entrance to the maze to the exit of the maze. The only problem is the maze keeps changing.
There you go.
You make it across 3 times in as short a time as possible, and you win. As people have pointed out, it's definitely, to get much past like 70, 80, it's luck, pure luck. Because I was like to the point where I was about to get something like a 130, and I chose wrong going up and down in front of the exit, and eventually got 50 on that game.
You had to wait for the maze to open up so you could get out.
Yep. Because sometimes I know in one game it was like covered the exit twice through the change cycle. So, and the change cycle's it does a full change every 20 ticks, I think it is. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's been 2 weeks since I played it, because I played it the day it was announced, and I haven't played it since because I was playing Svellas. But yeah, it's a good solid game. It just needs to improve the logic for how it redoes the maze. Because sitting there through 2 cycles waiting for it to be able to go through is kind of off-putting, sad. I don't know what to call it.
But it's a 10-line program, so I mean, you can't put much logic into a 10-line program.
Sure you can.
Well, okay, you can put Sloopy logic in the 10-line program, but that's about it.
Oh, wait. Your lines are not capped at 255 characters. Sorry. What's the longest line length you can have in the Coco?
One of the programmers, can they tell us that?
No, not on basic. I mean, there's so many different. What do you mean by Coco? You know.
Yeah,
I think
there's
it might have
buffers
been
in early memory, and
255.
they're limited in size, and I don't remember what the size
The
is.
Coco might have been one of those 255 character lines.
I think it's even less.
Well, that's
No.
expanded, not tokenized. It has to blow
Yeah,
up.
color. Basically, you have color basic, extended color basic. One of them. Yeah,
Yeah, good question. It's been so long since I worried about basic.
Yeah, the unraveled books will tell you about it.
Yeah, because I know on that other A computer, the limit's 255.
That sounds reasonable, maybe.
Right.
On the Commodore 64, it's 3 logical lines, which is 120. So
The Apple II is limited because it has a hard-coded keyboard buffer. It's at a hex address 200.
Yeah.
And goes up to 2FF.
So different basics have different limitations. So back to
with Sloopy logic, it's the lowest common denominator.
No, it's the highest, which would be the Atari, which at 255. So to your Commodore.
I don't even have a Commodore here. I have a whole bunch of Cocos here.
Really?
That's all I brought with me.
You want to mess with people? The ZX81 had a line length of 2 bytes. So 6,500 whatever bytes.
Yeah.
You can cram into a 2-byte number, which seemed a little excessive for a ZX80, but
I think it's because they just put stuff directly into memory. Just had a pointer to where it was
well,
going.
that was it. You had the line number and you had 2 bytes for the line length. So I actually had a database program that began let a string equal quote quote, and then the program just kept banging that line longer and longer and letting a string equal up to the 64K limit of the computer, less the database program. I thought that was really a strange thing for BASIC to do.
Now, one thing about the ZX81, the Timex Sinclair 1000, is that there's really no way to easily put it in machine code. I mean, there's like the user function, but
right, no, there's nothing. Yeah.
There is poke and peek, but yeah, it's like.
Well, I remember the trick we used was let a string equal, put all your machine code in a string, and then you just jump to that address. And if you began your line with let a string equal, that was a known beginning point. There you knew when to jump in. So that was how you broke BASICs back and got yourself into.
Do you remember the Mattel Aquarius?
Mm-hmm.
There is no way to access machine language from the BASIC. Even the peek and poke commands are only valid within the screen buffer.
Oh, nice. Very evil.
Yes.
Talk about barrier to entry.
So you're in a safe sandbox.
Yep.
Very much.
All you can do is mess up your screen. That's all you can do.
That's where you should do all your banking so you don't get hacked.
Yeah, it's one of the top 3 reasons why I don't like the Aquarius.
I still want one.
I don't. I would rather a Coleco Atom.
Hey, I like those too.
Hey, I got one of those.
So do I.
Yeah. I used to have an Aquarius, and that was enough for me. But
well,
yeah, let's get back on the track.
How about we call broccoli on this and go back to the
Oh,
game on
yeah.
challenge.
Let's get the Infuto games running on this thing. Come on, folks.
Okay.
You.
Hey, I got one of those, but it's on the other side of the country from me.
Yeah, so we'll have to get together for a game on challenge some week.
You need a real
There you go.
calculator.
I didn't know Atari made calculators because
Actually, they did, but it was more of a
Yeah.
promotional thing.
Oh, something that takes basic and does. Yeah. Hey, hit the goal. Oh my God, RPN, you'll kill me. I'll take this thing. Forget the RPN. Back. I've got my cross up. Stay away.
Yeah, this is an HP 16C.
2 plus 4.
For those that are not familiar with the HP 16C, it is the programmer's calculator. It can do
hexadecimal,
Boolean functions.
All the crap that your computer calculator programmer mode can do now, except
Yes,
If you live in hex, it's your friend.
Yes, it can handle decimal, hexadecimal, octal, and binary, and it can do Boolean functions.
flip between all of that.
So,
one
All right.
complement and choose complement.
Well, we were talking about Artemis and then now ended off with calculators. So shall we talk about the live game on challenge?
Yes.
If we
Roll that
have
beautiful
to.
footage.
And we had a special appearance on the live game on challenge. Go away.
We did?
Is that Ron?
What, you actually showed up?
That's a Ron Delvaux.
It's some stranger.
And he's on a Linux computer.
Wow.
Man, I must have fell asleep by then.
He is undercover. Holy smokes.
That was right at the very beginning of the program or of the show. He
Right.
He's put Linux on one of his old laptops and now he was trying it out to see if he could get online with it. And
Speaking of which, where is he now?
he's now at the bottom of the screen.
No, now, today.
Oh,
undercover. Deep cover.
he's right there. I can see him. He's on my screen.
Okay.
So, Sloopy, you want to talk about what's going on here?
Let's see here. It looks like people are playing games on their Coco.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Imagine that.
And talking. I wonder what they're talking about.
Well, I didn't share sound, so not you won't know.
Oh, wait, this looks familiar. I think I was there.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. This was the Game On Challenge live this past Thursday, where we played Svellas and Artemis. I think we had up to 6 people playing, maybe. Definitely 5, as you can see.
Yep.
It seems that Svellas was pretty popular. And then we had Coconut Bob in his usual. He was playing other things later on in the show, which is great. Here we have the professional Canadian game player.
Canadian?
That's what I call him. Canadian Retro Things.
It's true. He does.
So, because I think it's quite fitting. But
it's very fitting.
Yeah, that's where you messed up.
Must be playing the Coco 3 version.
I am.
So, but yeah, we had fun.
Yes, we did.
Except for Ken right here, who's about to. Have a
About to
bad
buy
day.
the farm.
Yep.
No, I can escape from anything.
Nice move.
Except this. This is where I
Yeah.
really screwed up.
Yep.
How to get the last star.
Oh, because a while back you ended up moving a.
This
I
is
know
how
what
I
you
get
did.
the last star. Right here.
Yep, I see how you can do it.
Yep.
And then back up around, down.
Yeah. What no one's saying is that while that was actually happening, I was directing him on what to do.
He was, except that his directions were kind of funny because he was watching it on the stream, so everything he told me to do was something I had just done.
No, I wasn't watching on the stream. I was watching on the actual play.
Oh, because you were about a second and a half behind me, so every time you said to do something, I had just done it.
So yeah, that's where you died.
Yeah, I did. This wasn't my high score game, so.
No. It was one of your practice runs.
Yeah. And here we've got some burger time going.
Yep. Yeah, Bob was doing some pro moves on there.
Or I guess on the Coco, it's lunchtime, not burger time.
Yeah. But yeah, he if you watch, he was really cranking up his score. Doing quite well. But yeah, we had a great time on the Game On Challenge. And we only had 4 or 5 people playing, which begs the question, where were you? Why were you not there?
Yeah, Peter, why weren't you there?
I was in bed.
Okay, that's acceptable.
I don't know about that.
No, he was just sleeping.
He was probably dreaming of a Coco game. There you go.
Okay.
To be sure,
He
yeah.
was dreaming that he was playing the Coco.
Coco dream.
But he's programming the Coco.
Or maybe he was having a nightmare that he was playing one of Ken's favorite games to choose for the Game On Challenge.
Ooh, you mean like the one I chose this week?
Absolutely. I mean, hey, we're done with it. What
worse?
could we
You tried.
possibly be tormented
Before
with next?
before I mention that, perhaps you should tell people when and where they can join us if they want to join us on the live Game On Challenge.
People want to join us?
Yes, because we're such wonderful people and great conversationalists.
Oh, well, they can join us Thursday
When did that
nights,
happen?
8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Any other time zone, please refer to your local time authority. And if you're late, please do not use a TARDIS to come to the come at the right time. We've been getting a lot of complaints from the Time Lords about that. And where do you go? You go to the Coco Discord, into the Game On Challenge Live voice channel. Don't have a computer set up, a Coco set up to connect? No problem. Don't have an emulator connected or set up on your computer? No problem. We can help you with all these things.
Except getting you a good price on a Coco 3.
We can help you with that too. But just, we take a little leeway with the term decent price.
Good.
It's decent price for us selling it, not a decent
Trust
price
me,
for
this
you
is
buying
good.
it.
Yeah. I can just see you in the plaid suit with the fishing rod and a dollar bill on the end of it, pulling the guy across the street now.
I got $1. Yeah,
With
but
used cars reference.
None of my Coco 3s are for sale, but if someone offers me a very fat wad of bacon, how could I say no?
Could be.
Bacon.
Yeah. So,
All right.
All right. Back to you, Ken. What's our next game?
Okay, well, let's take a look at that.
There's a plan? Wait.
Yeah, there's a plan. Oh, wrong screen. Where's the... I hate using a different computer. It messes me up. Okay, that's the title. Here's the teaser. There we go.
That looks somewhat like a couple of games we've been playing recently.
Infuto icons? Perchance?
Nope. This is an older game. This one was from, I think, 1984, 83 or 84.
And what's with the 6500 on it?
That's just that. You can thank Mr. L. Curtis Boyle for that.
Okay.
Oh.
I think he's still in the closet about the 6500 series.
This is a screenshot taken from him. So let's throw Curtis under the bus. Does anybody have a guess?
No clue.
Okay, well, I will show you the title screen then.
Yay! I mean, come on, Curtis isn't here. Who's going to know?
It's Ice Master from Arcade Animation, and we are playing on medium.
Oof,
so it's basically a Pengo style game. So you got to push the blocks across the screen and kill the creatures. So
okay.
Let's see. There we go. So you're the little guy up at the top there, and there are mosquitoes that are after you, and you have to run around and push the blocks into them, and that kills them. Yep, and when you push a block, it slides all the way across the screen till it hits something and then stops. So
cool.
Like
but you can only put. Yep. So there you go. That is going to be our game for the next 2 weeks.
Yay!
And that is all I have to say.
Oh my.
Oh.
Well, thank you, Ken.
Well,
what happened to that guy that pushes all the buttons? He should be pushing buttons.
I'm here. What do you think? Where are we? What are we doing? What's up next?
We're in the game news, aren't we?
Oh, game on. Okay, so we need
Get the game
this
on.
one. Now, the next thing, do we have someone to actually read the news?
Yeah, I can do it.
Oh, okay.
Oops, you know what? I forgot to upload the news to the news stories. Yeah, I had it. It's been sitting here all morning. Okay, well, Rick, you got that browser ready?
Yes, let's go with that monitor, and I can't see my own screen.
Okay.
My video up.
So Paris Surat has ported Infuto's most recent cross-platform game, Swordwork, to the Dragon 3264. You can find that at the World of Dragon Archive. And you can see the little screenshots. Those look very much like the Coco 2. How'd that happen? Oh, wait a minute. They have the same video chip.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. Anyway.
Okay, and people have
I think they might have the same CPU also.
They might.
Very similar, yeah. So
and a very similar ROM, basic ROM too.
These are just
imagine that.
JPEG, so I can't even scroll through it and make.
Thank you, Pear.
Yeah, let me get something's wrong with my setup here. Get big. Stay in your stay in your lane. Okay, sorry about that. I'm good now.
Yeah, that's right, 60. Imagine that. Okay, next one. Paul Everett posted a photo of a display for the Dragon Classic game Backtrack. This is on Facebook. Hey, that actually looked kind of cool.
All right, oh, we can even make it bigger.
Anyway, so I don't nothing about the game. Just actually, it looks like a desktop display of some sort. Okay, that may be what it is. It's designed to set on your mantle, so it looks cool.
Oh yeah, it's a little wood thing to throw up over your Coco thing and let people know you know what you're doing.
Yep. Okay, our third story. Paul Shoemaker posted a reminder to check out his itch.io page of Coco games. He also has Oodles game, which is his own take on the Quarks port that he did for the 8-bit guy. So remember, Quarks came out, 6 months ago or so on multiple platforms. Kind of cool. A lot of Paul's games are actually free. Some of them you pay, but still it's all worth it. It's only a few bucks or a few pounds. And always worthwhile to support those Coco people that are helping contribute to our platform.
Oh, come on, what'd they kill?
Okay. Continuing on, no comments from anybody, so let's keep moving. Chronological Gaming is now going through all of the games that were released in 1982, but with a completely unknown date. This week is one of those games is Apples by Bob Crispin for the Coco 1. Can you play that footage a little bit?
Oh, certainly.
Did you?
Next, we're going to play on the Coco. This is called Apples. This is only on the TRS City Color Computer, the 184th game we've seen so far. Let's just pop it in and play some of this. This is Bob Crispin, published by Computerware and released sometime in 1982. Now, I say published by, it's really not published by, it's full of apples. All the apples are green, Granny Smith apples, apparently. Your job is to eat as many as you can before the time runs out. You can see it's ticking down in the bottom right of the screen. There's a green apple eater who's trying to eat us. And they're moving in the bottom of the screen. You can see them moving around now. They're pretty much the same color as the apples. Oh, I can move that. Can I move diagonally? Is that right? Yeah, I can. That's cool. I thought it was just cardinal directions. The player has the ability to destroy walls surrounding them. Games you can play across, except Alcatraz 2, Maze Race, and Doodlebug. Only because Doodlebug is a clone of Ladybug, but Ladybug is a clone of Pac-Man, so I've seen on other systems. James is throwing out 2.5.
I jumped in correctly. Did that audio work at all?
Yeah, it sounded great. Audio was excellent.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, we have the apple eater. That was the gameplay video.
Granny Smith.
There you go.
Okay, moving along to the next game. ZX Frankie posted a high score attempt at meteorites on the Dragon 32 on skill level 1. It's a YouTube video. How well did he do? Is this a playthrough?
And it does go all the way through, so
licensed to Dragon Data. Cool.
This is Meteoroids, which was my asteroids of choice back in the day.
Oh, it looks cool. Oh, I like the graphic effect.
This was one of the better ROM packs that Radio Shack had out as far as my friends' opinions were concerned, because this was asteroids. It was so much better
than the wireframe.
Well, it was so much better than all the alternatives for asteroids in the home market. The 2600 asteroids was a joke, you know. And
so Radio Shack actually sold this as a cart.
Yeah, this was the Meteoroids cartridge was Radio Shack's asteroids. It was one of the games that no one knew to buy, but if they had known to buy it, they would have liked.
They would have bought it. Yeah, I mean, just looking at the gameplay, it's like, wow,
this thing jams. It's got all the right inertia and stuff.
The explosions are nice. The sound is great.
Let's see, how far did he get with it? Because I'm going to guess he smashed my high score by quite a ways. Yeah, pretty good. This is one of those games that didn't have the easy thing, so you couldn't just leave one rock and hunt the ships for extra points or anything. You had to just play asteroids. but other than that, it played like asteroids. So I had a common ground with all of my game playing buddies at the time.
Okay, and the last one is, this is the last of the Game On news. Paul Thayer mentions on the Coco Discord that he has released a bug fix for his recently released 512K Coco 3 game, Penguin Icarus, which can be found on his itch.io page. So if you've gotten this game, time to download it again.
Yep, and there's a download link right there. It's in the show notes, so you can fix it easily.
60 said he didn't like the controls in Meteoroids. What were the controls, Rick? At least on the Coco version.
Jesus, I don't
Don't
even remember
remember.
anymore. There was a keyboard. There was keyboard controls that worked for me. I don't remember what they were anymore because I haven't thought about this game in Coon's age, as they say. Now I've got to get it out and play it again. Dang it.
Yeah, darn.
We'll have to put it up for the Game On challenge. Have we done that yet? We can still do that, can't we?
I don't know. Have we? We'll have our guy look into that.
Oh, yeah.
I will have
Okay,
to
well,
look
that-
into that.
Exactly.
We have a man.
Please do. Meteoroids. Look into that. I don't recall it being one that we played. Okay. It's been a lot of games, though. Okay. That wraps the Game On news for this week. We're going to jump on to the regular news, starting with the Dragon news.
When you want the latest in TRS-80, Tandy, Dragon, MC-10, and all of their hardware cousins. No matter what it takes, or where news breaks, from around the world to your nation. The CoCoNation News with L. Curtis Boyle. Today's special guest presenter, Mark Overholzer.
All right, now
And
you
that's
can
my
begin.
cue. That's my cue. By the way, Tom Eric Anderson said, wasn't meteoroids called microbes on the Coco? I don't think so. That was a different game.
Microbes. You're right. We were looking at microbes, weren't we?
Well, this was the Dragon version, so maybe it was called microbes on the Coco.
It was the same game because I was completely fueled by what I saw. So
Microbes doesn't sound right. Microbes sounds like, miniature or small or.
Well, no, the backstory to make it not be asteroids, we were shooting vaccine
blocks
at-
that blow up.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so it's inside a body rather than in space.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because space games never
Gotcha.
sell.
That's right. Space games never sell.
You're show blowing up viruses.
Okay.
Yeah, that was what it was.
Except viruses aren't round; they're usually long, thin things from the pictures I've seen. So, oh well.
Oh, come on!
Artistic
It's
license.
a space. I mean, a virus. Body. We don't know.
Okay. Dragon news. Looks like we only have one story today.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Sorry, Facebook. Julian Brown has put up a poll on the Dragon Facebook group about what options people would want for handling registers and memory mapping for sprites on his upcoming board. As I call, this is using the video processor. What's like the is it the Yamaha one, the 9956 or something? Or which board is he using for this?
Oh no, this first one's about a sprite board, and
Right, which processor, which engine is he using for it?
I do not know.
It's the 9958, same as the MX,
That's what
MSX2.
MX2, right? That's what I thought. It's up the 9958, which is built on the 9938, which was actually built on the TE,
which is part of the 9900 series.
900 series from TI.
Yes.
Now that we have the complete pedigree in.
Well,
Okay.
no,
Anyway.
but if that means sprites, go for it.
Mhm.
Right?
Oh yeah, and it's retro. I mean, it was available then.
And what
But
flashes
Marco,
into my
B?
mind is the orientation scene from the Bee movie.
The B movie.
Bees movie.
Bees movie, right? Julian also mentioned that he has the audio subsystem in place, including the AY sound. I assume it's chip and also his decision on how to handle the character ROM for his VDG implementation as a separate Facebook post. He also released a video update number 2 on the Sound VDG combo board on YouTube. And before I go any further, let me upload this to the Coco Discord. I posted.
Jump in a little bit with some of this on the video that he uploaded.
Oh yeah,
Chips use exactly the same footprint and pin out, which doubles as a huge bonus, but comes with a price. In order to fit the new chip, I have to first remove the old one without damaging anything else. In practice, this meant removing all of the components on the reverse of the board so I can put the affair on my soldering hot plate whilst heating the front of the board with a hot air wand to set the old EPM 573 and send it off to pasture. After much frustration, I finally got that
on a hot
out,
plate, blow a
and fitting
thing
a
on
new
top
one
of it,
was so
suck
easy by
this off with a
comparison.
little suction thing.
Or so I thought. The result was
Software people
immediate
never have to
progress,
deal with this.
and I was able to
And
bolt
then
the
what
upgrades
happens
in
after all
to the raw
that?
system.
Well,
The result was a static display, no signs of life from the computer. It took a while to find,
Oh,
but it
that
all
worked?
came down to one pin on the new chip
no signs of
that
life.
decided it didn't want to be attached to the board properly. Typically,
One
this would
pin.
mean a dead signal, but in this case, it was a power pin. The chip has several, so
So
one missing
anyway,
pin.
you should watch this video because it's quite the drama just to get one chip
This is what keeps
replaced.
people. Yep, this is what keeps people working on software.
Yes, it exactly is. So in any case, that's where that led.
Anyway,
And,
please go
we're
and
gonna-
fill out the poll so you get your input.
Exactly. And now let's escape dragons before the video update comes back to haunt us. Oh,
Yep.
never mind.
And I'm trying to upload this file, but my computer is being really slow. Probably time to clean all the dust out of it or something. Okay, yeah, what's the next story there? Moving on to the regular news.
We are at the Coco news.
Yep, Coco News. Alan Huffman blog post on revisiting put defined by ASCII strings. In this case, to draw a tank graphic facing 4 directions. Do you have a static picture? You have video? What's that?
We have the tank graphic, and we have.
Oh, okay, really tiny. Got
It
it.
gives us the actual data statements that end up in the tank graphic. And I should have blown this up a little bit because it probably doesn't translate well over online. But anyway, yeah, you have a tank going 4 directions. He's got code.
And those are actual
Gotta get help.
individual characters, right? Those are like individual.
Yeah, it's a little
characters.
data block thing that you can
Okay.
just put.
That means it should be pretty fast to animate that, to put it up on the
Exactly.
screen. and
This
then-
is we're going for speed here, not pretty.
All right.
So you could actually cruise a tank around the Coco pretty good, I think, with his idea here. And I think he's led into that with. Oh, that's right.
This is Brian Palmer. This should be the next story, I believe.
Well, yeah. Yeah, there's a missing link, but he. Well, never mind. We can do
Okay, let's move it along here. You can, for those of you on Facebook, you can go check this out. If not, ask us if there are, and we'll give you a synopsis. Number 2 story, Brian Palmer posted a screenshot and an upload, I presume, but Facebook's newest post option for the Coco group has disappeared, of an early Coco 3 graphic demo done in BASIC from the Australian Coco magazine.
Let's see, that's all it is. There is, yeah.
Only the one screenshot?
I guess so. I thought there was one with code, but this must not be it. Sorry.
No, no problem. Okay, moving along.
And Mauricio ended up being Alan Huffman's second post. Ended up being this post.
Mauricio Matte, one of Brazilian friends, posted another update to his Coco File image utility, version 1.0.60, after recently adding OS 9 disk image support. He now has also added support for FujiNet servers. Post includes a video demonstration. So I got the, oh, there it is.
Sure enough, FujiNet. And what can we get from here? Got it. He grabbed it. It's here.
I like the looks of the console for all that stuff.
It's a pretty snappy looking thing, isn't it? Like not homemade at all. I remember those.
So for all you folks at home, get on the Color Computer Discord and go to the News and Summaries channel, and you can download today's news notes that follow along at home.
And you can get all this stuff, except for this, apparently.
Is it blocked?
Paul Cunningham, 8-bit sound. Is that the one we're trying for? Let me.
Yeah, call Paul Cunningham's next year. He posted an update to his adding 6-bit sound to his port of Space Warp for the TRS-80 Model 1, where he thinks he has most of the problem solved for inserting the sound into the main game loops.
Okay.
It's not interrupt driven. Facebook post and a long seed of some sort. Maybe you redacted it, or maybe it's
Yeah, it may
privatized.
be being edited or something right now. It used to be there, but now
Okay.
it's not, because that used to show
well.
posts, but it doesn't anymore. So let's
You can always trim the URL to his channel and then scrub through, see if you can find stuff. So,
yeah, it'll come back up soon, I'm sure.
hopefully. Okay, moving along. Robert Sitton posted a video, download, and description of his Dungeons of Daggeroth, misspelled, which he calls 3D homage to Dungeons of
this had to be
Dagobah.
done. The Dungeons
Right,
of
Dungeons of
Dagobah
Dagobah.
had to happen. It just had to happen.
Right.
It's too
Gotcha.
obvious.
Homage to Dungeons of Daggeroth, reimaged as a Star Wars descendant. Okay, that makes sense. So it's just pictures, or we have a video?
It's a very good description of what it's going to be.
It sounds like an outline, or like
So
a script outline.
You should actually peruse this at length. Let's see,
There's
do
a
we have
video. There's a video.
Do we have a
Yeah, there's video.
Okay, in case you missed the joke.
Oh,
right away.
nice. Nice.
We don't have any sound. Did I block this?
You shared with sound earlier, so maybe it's just muted. I've had YouTube or Facebook videos do that to me before.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Let's start over. No, it does not. Well, it unmutes to still muted. So you'll have to go yourself to hear the actual sound, boys and girls. But
Oh wow, Hoth
I
assault.
like this. We're actually shooting things, and there comes the back axe. Yeah.
Feels like Battle Zone. Yep, there we go. There's Dagobah. Well, at least people aren't using AI for making cat videos.
Yeah, give it a break and fake construction work and crap like that. I mean, Facebook should be limited to things with faces. You know, if you got to post on Facebook, you have to have a face. I'm tired of looking at AI crap.
Oh, is that a Death Star patrolling the hallways?
We seem to be hitting all the genres. We've got, a bunch of different game styles and a bunch of.
No sci-fi series is untouched. Yeah, wait till we get to Farscape. Okay, let's move along. People have to log on and catch his video.
Okay, that means I have to find the next tab.
Next tab, Carlos Camacho. Carlos Camacho released both a screenshot and download of his version of the Amigo Boinging demo. He is still working on updates for the sounds of it, including adding the ball shadow. Facebook link.
We have, is this a video?
It's like a wizard. It's just a
picture. Yeah.
Must be
another
animated.
Wizard. It's the wizard show. This is about the fourth one we've had in this show.
Must be a theme.
Yeah.
I do not represent any wizard except in passing similarity.
Incidentally.
Yes, I have very little magic.
Until we get you a blue hat.
Then I'll have some magic and I can do something. Yeah, and I need that staff too.
Yeah, we should bring him staff and a blue pointed hat for Coco Fest. It's like Gandalf.
Okay, so screenshot and down. There is a download, which
Says there's a download of some sort.
It's in the news links. It's not doesn't make any sense to show you the link to click, but it's in the news link. So grab that, and you can get the.
Hopefully, he'll upload that to.
Oh
the
wait,
Color
I
Computer
think I
Archive,
have
too.
I think we have a video in the comments.
Oh,
we do.
Is that right there? Oh,
we go.
okay.
That's why he gave us the download link. You can get the thing here, but we can also watch the video. And why is my site is not muted? I used to have sound. When we started the show, we had sound. Now we got squat. Okay, well, in any case, and I don't have a preview anymore. What's going on? Why is this world so long? Okay, so it runs. Does he give us a listing? Oh, there's a bouncing ball in there. Why don't you animate?
Yeah. There we go.
A bouncing ball over a background. That is the point.
Yep. Nice.
And it has gravity. That is even better the point. And the gravity is working right.
Looks
Shot
correct.
a ping pong ball with a paddle from the bottom. This would make sense. Nice. Okay, that's
No laws of physics were violated in this video.
exactly. We got to the payoff in the end.
1/2 mg squared.
Okay, next story. Dan Sorensen posted about his RGB to HDMI converter that he installed, and weirdly, that he tried several USB-C bricks to power it, but only the iPhone charger was able to do so without adding image noise.
You know, Henry,
That
I
is
just got an idea.
That's dangerous.
Well, about the poor Yak's multi-pack doesn't work with external power. Just got an idea.
Oh,
Gonna have to find an iPhone charger and see if that works, or stick it on my bench supply, I guess. But yeah, no, that's funny.
Give it something with some filtering.
Something we were both puzzled with just happened to Mr. Sorensen.
Did Mr. Sorensen, is there previous posts on this of him building up this adapter, RGB to HDMI? I assume there's like one part of the story. I don't recall from last week or the week before. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, this is the guy that's going to own every Coco thing ever built in the next. He's not doing Brian's thing. He's just going to get one of every Coco 1, 2, and 3 system running in his basement, so he can just kind of dip and bop between the ages, I guess. So he's going to show up a lot. He's been around on various things, and he'll show up again because this guy's going to have an awesome collection. We'll be able to see many things, I'm going to guess. As you can see kind of in the background image here. Oh, they get bigger.
Yeah, make it bigger.
And yeah, here's
nice.
One.
Oh, he's the one that repainted his
yeah, exactly.
MPI,
Yeah, exactly.
and repainted the top of his one.
Yep, and then of course, Coco 1 don't have that
mods. Yep.
So yeah, this is going to be a fun site to check. And here's those problem floppies that don't quite get in sync, but you have belts and sync wheels and things. So not my project.
Okay, moving along. John Linville posted a link to a comparison of C compilers with the 6809 done by Roger Bosch as part of a Vectrix project that he's working on. It compares the outputs of the same C code using CMOC, VBCC, and GCC 6809 for both speed and smallest size. I believe the VBCC, that's the guy in Germany that's
yes,
professor at it.
Volker Ballholman? Okay. Yep. I can read it. I don't know if anyone else can read it, but I can read it. In this text.
Right, so this is on a Substack for Vectrix, and there's a link in the show notes. So what did he find? What are the end results?
What did he find?
Oh, comparison table.
Code size, bytes lower is better. And again,
So who's the
wait a
winner?
minute. Let's do the.
Maybe they should see the video to see the winner.
That may be too many
there a video?
pluses. I don't think there is. I think this is the good old traditional HTML page that's a bunch of data in text.
Yeah, this is what I like about GCC 6809. It compiles it really tight.
Oh yeah, look
Yeah,
at
wow.
that. It's pretty much
80
the
bytes.
fastest down the road, except for a couple of weird things. It is the Speed King.
Is that size? No, that's bytes. That's not speed. That's bytes.
Yeah,
Well,
this
that's
is bytes. Yep.
Okay,
But it's
Yep.
going to be faster as well, I bet.
But yeah, speed,
Oh.
same thing.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
By a chunk. Yeah. And then what else do we get? Oh, that was the end of the good tables. But yeah, I like that. That's why you might put up with GCC and its
Now, Henry, I noticed that you have a fork of the GCC code on your Git, and it's preliminary is with relocatable code, so it could be used for like OS 9.
I've got a post processor that
Mhm.
handles a lot of GCC output to make it position independent.
So how does that work?
You generate the assembly language, and then it goes through and it looks for patterns. Basically, any line that has a label, which is either needs to be program counter relative because it's in your code block, or needs to be Y register relative because it's gonna be in OS 9 relocatable data page.
So you're using the output for like LWASM, and then it processes that output instead of sending it to the assembler.
Right. GCC 6809 creates assembly language for LWASM, and I run this through a filter before LWASM that looks for patterns and substitutes patterns. So it's pretty simple.
Okay.
It never makes more optimized code. It always expands what was one instruction possibly into more than one. The VBCC is unfortunately you can't call it open source. Although the source is available, you're not allowed to make changes to it and redistribute.
Right.
And so if a bus hits the author of it, I don't know what we can do into the future to maintain it.
Clean room rewrite.
Yeah.
So
that's why I've started another project to see if I can learn how to do the kinds of optimizations that take place in GCC 6809 for a future compiler project.
So here's his 3 conclusions. How do you think about those, Henry? Because I know you've rambled around all of these. GCC 6809, the best optimizer, worst ergonomics. VBCCC, the pragmatic choice.
Yeah.
Okay, and then CMOC as the simplest, portable, largest, slowest.
So the people that were working on embedded 6809s to replace ARM cores as system on a chip kind of things. This was professors or students at University of Florida, and Boise Pete was connected with these guys. So in their research papers, they published VBCC results, and that makes sense. They are doing a research paper that's going to be published one time. They don't have to maintain it, years into the future, the way we're hoping our stuff can be preserved and maintained. And they don't want to deal with bugs in GCC probably, because I do spend time working around bugs, but I find that the speed improvements and especially the size improvements are very much worth it. Like, their last line, if you can get it working, it produces the best code.
It's worth a try first.
But that's a very good summary right there. And see, CMOC is what I've always called a naive compiler. It's like the early Unix compilers. It's
early C++.
Doesn't do any the most optimizations it done are in a peephole optimizer. VBCC, the German professor lists a list of optimizations that it does, but it doesn't look to me like it does static single assignment, which is the gold standard for optimizers these days, and the best algorithms are built on. And GCC 1609 does that, and that's what I'm trying to learn with my mini golf compiler project.
Cool. I like compiler stuff like this, so probably spending more time on this than all the others so far.
Yeah, well, I'll have to show you mini golf.
You'll have to show us more later on. Okay, so moving along, story number 9. I was watching the chat here. Is anybody complaining?
If they are, we're ignoring them.
Yep. One cannot sue after getting run over by a bus. Or can't their state sue? Thank you, Bill. We'll see. Anyway, if the code's been published, then it can always have a clean room clone of it. Just those working on the clone of it can't see the original.
Yeah.
Only specifications.
You have to do the did that compact. You had one team that wrote a detailed specification of what the code should do, and another team that did that.
From IBM SPIOS, and then another one that implemented it. Yep, and document all the way. Sorry, Your Honor. We just built one from the specification.
We had the spec. Well, yeah. We made the spec, but hey, we had the spec.
Phoenix did the same thing with their BIOS. Anyway, George Everett is looking for some help in archiving a box of 5 1/4-inch flex floppies. He has no hardware capable of reading them. Any takers?
Where the hell is David Ladd?
Talk to David Ladd.
Where is he located?
George Everett, did he post a location or a general idea? General area?
Yeah. There's some folks in Silicon Valley also that read floppies, and will probably be at the Vintage Computer Festival in Mountain View in late July, early August, I believe. Yeah, somewhere around in there. I'm going to try to go to that, actually. I give myself 80% chance of being there this year. And the Computer History Museum has archival people. So
do they?
Yeah, there's people around to try to find.
Excellent.
I hope he gets hooked up with the right
somebody near him.
Yeah.
Might be something very interesting on there.
Oh, no, just going to open up another rabbit hole.
We're in this deep. What is it? Go for it.
Henry, you must have one heck of a frequent flyer miles.
Actually, yes. Between Atlanta and San Jose several times a year, that adds up on my Delta frequent.
And we haven't added in the European shows that I.
And then when you go to Asia or Europe occasionally, yeah.
Doesn't take too many of those to put the
But I also paid more for flying Delta, but I'm kind of happy that I've got miles now that I can spend on them.
Loyalty rewards.
And they're still there.
And they're still there. Yeah, turns out they were not a bad choice. I mean, they're natural to anyone from Atlanta. Or anyone in the Southeast. And they say if you die and go to heaven from the Southeast, you change in Atlanta airport.
That's funny.
Okay, moving along there. For those interested, the Glenside Computer Club's June 2026 business meeting is up on YouTube. Very interesting piece of news to throw in there.
Oh, yeah, it is. A bunch of people look like us.
Yep, exactly. I recognize all of them. Not very many people there. I wonder if they had a quorum. So do remember, if you attended Coco Fest, you are a member of the Color Computer Club of Glenside, and you can get online and attend the meetings and vote and make it count.
Remember I showed up at one of those meetings years ago, and people looked at me and said, "Who are you?"
Right? Well, yeah, these people have been with Glenside since I was a babe.
Except for Jim Brain.
Okay, Jim's the new guy. That tells you all you need to know.
Jim's the new
guy. He's the one that got suckered in as president.
Right, right.
Anyway, you should pay attention to what's going on. Find out how well they did. Moving along. I don't fully understand this video clip, but it looks like someone may be trying to make a King Tut clone more modern. We can hear that.
Yes,
more modern machine.
It is definitely not Western music.
Volume. Yeah, definitely looks like the BDG.
Okay.
But it's I don't know what they're reproducing this on, but it's similar, right? And yeah, we aren't going to get anything out of the text part of it, so I guess we can just. This will be interesting to see what happens with it, because hey, it's not us, and they're doing it too.
Yeah.
Okay, is this the next story? Grant Bloedow?
Yes.
So Grant Bloedow posted a video update about his Coco Portal pre-release, which I believe is a launcher program for running emulators to directly run apps rather than just booting a virtual machine and having the user do everything manually, as well as access magazines, books, and more. It also allows debugging, syntax, opcode, highlighting, and more for developers. Grant's description, quote, "Here's another look at it is coming together a bit more. I've added a development environment that is just fresh with the debugger, memory view, and console log. The goal is to have CMOC, basic 09, and the 6809/6309 ASM programming with syntax or opcode highlighted, and immediate feedback with a compile and run into the emulator panel. PDF viewing and searches, I may have to re-index the full text search, magazines, tech papers, spec sheets, books, and manuals, software with immediate and saved configuration for each title, metadata that lets you click into the new results that match the data chip, such as the year, publisher, author, genre, profiles of people in the community, programmers, publishers, development houses, all have links directly to the content that relates to them." And this is a YouTube video.
Yes, we're just
wow, this is pretty ambitious.
It looks like
Very
Blender,
ambitious.
but for Coco, you know. he's got a little bit of everything all put together, and it's all tied into an little bit of a shotgun interface, but
tool to rule them all.
Exactly. Well, you know, if you want to do all your Coco stuff in one place, this would be it. So you don't have to recreate the world for every new page you add. You've already got Ron Deluxe. You know, you can just link to all that stuff and do a lot of content. I can see where he's going. Hope he gets it working right. I mean, Wikipedia is good for one thing, but this is much more content, you know, rich sort of a presentation.
It's everything.
Where
or access to everything.
It's not just text with links. It's you know, picture libraries and stuff. So that's useful. And he's been into publishing before, so he just might pull it off.
Yeah. Very ambitious. Go for it. I got to room with Grant the first year he came to Coco Fest, and it was really fun. I said, "Hey, I'm a vendor here. Let's go down. I'll introduce you to everybody." He was totally thrilled with that.
Nice.
Introduced him to all the people. Okay, moving along. French YouTube channel Oliplex goes through a newspaper format computer magazine called Hebdogical, Hebdogiciel. I'm sure I probably mispronounced that horribly. Which includes a Dragon 32 program listing. You might need to turn on closed caption and auto translate for any of the.
We did.
Avec le stylo optique. Il vous proposera d'autres possibilités. Symétrie centrale, axiale,
Turn down the
parallèle,
French
etc.
because it's not going to help anyone here, even though we have Canadians who don't have French.
Pareil, c'était un peu compliqué de le mettre vraiment sur le TO7. Et quand on lance le jeu,
we've got somebody that lives in France here.
Right. So go to Quebec and Tell us what's going on. Legally.
No,
Yeah.
not a 99.4A.
So in this initial one, he went through all kinds of different systems. And then in the second one, we go to the Dragon version.
Ah.
La page suivante. Et là, on a un mini traitement de texte. C'est la suite du listing du logiciel numéro 33 pour Dragon 32. Pareil, je peux pas me faire chier à tout taper pour faire un mini traitement de texte. Quoi. Merde. Par contre, je vous montre le Dragon 32. Cette formidable machine galloise. Très très proche du Color Computer de Tandy. Quand on analyse la ROM, on s'aperçoit que c'est pratiquement la même chose et ils ont copié et modifié d'autres trucs pour pas trop se faire poursuivre à l'époque, mais une bien belle machine qu'on regardera bien sûr dans d'autres vidéos, hein. Mais là, bon, pour un traitement de texte, non merci. À comporter le lancement d'un missile, les réparations, le tir au laser et le rayon X expérimental qu'il faut surtout pas appuyer dessus. Donc déjà, on va faire radar longue portée. Alors, j'ai un peu la petite des jeux Star Trek. En fait, nous, on se retrouve au milieu. Donc là, on voit qu'il y a un vaisseau ennemi dessous. Bon, il y a un bug d'affichage avec secteur 5-15 qui normalement devrait être à droite et puis il est en plein milieu d'affichage. On va mettre bouclier. J'ai 2988 d'énergie disponible. Combien pour les boucliers? Au moins 200 parce que là, il va falloir se battre, les gars. Hein.
You know, if I went into the speed thing and put it down, how low will the speed go? Maybe I could fall. I'm gonna need to go way lower than that to fall off. I'm gonna need like
Peter can keep up,
speed.
but
so
that's okay. You get the gist of it. Okay, moving along to the next story. Lee Perkins has released a video update on his Coco 3 port of Montezuma's Revenge. This will be interesting.
That's good.
Oh, that looks good.
It's
I like
moving.
the motion.
Yeah.
So, I'm not originally from the Coco. Was there no clones or ports of this for the Coco before then?
Our game people are gone. We're lost. Rudderless.
No, this is the Coco 3 version. There was a
there was a
play alike for the Coco 1 and 2, but
never
he's
the Coco
on the
3.
full Coco 3 one.
Gotcha. So is he working from the Coco 1.2 version and just modding the graphics and colors, or he's rewriting it from the original?
I think he's doing it all from start.
So this was an arcade game, if I recall, originally, right?
Converted C64 game, so maybe he restarted from C64.
Okay, so just like the last Ninja.
Right,
Oops,
so
now I
there we
cursed it.
go.
No, I'm liking the look. The rolling heads and everything. It's like, yeah, this would have been a bestseller back 40 years ago.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
I mean, it's not done, but it's got all the right pieces, It's got the motion, it's got the characters, the art. Okay. And our last story for this week, no MC10 news, unfortunately. Tyler Durden did a test of his Coco 3 Burger Time game, and we have some video clips for Patrick.
So yeah, here's the original with background music and the opponents, and it's a little suboptimal, shall we say?
It's running too slow. Yeah, too much going on. Not efficient enough.
Then I don't have a good way to switch between these other than to kill that one and start this one.
So kind of slow.
Will show us.
So is this the second video?
Yeah, this is the second video, which is the music.
Removing
the music.
No background music.
So we get a little better
speed,
but yeah, and okay.
Earthquakes are scary things. To the mind of someone that has never experienced them.
Oh, shut up, guy. We aren't talking to you.
Of course.
I would give up the music to get a little more.
Activity. So it's not something I've really become accustomed
Okay. Moving on to the third video.
Earthquakes regularly. And needless to say, these countries' buildings and infrastructure are
Okay,
designed.
it's playing now. Whoever's playing, stop.
It's amazing.
Yeah, someone's noise.
To experience.
I think there's something running in the background.
I think it's me. I just have to
It's
figure
truly
out which.
amazing until a building.
I think the previous story auto
So clearly, when an
auto went to
earthquake
the next.
hits and only one building in the city
that's
fails,
That's it. Kill
then
it.
something went wrong.
Close that
Really
window.
wrong. What's even stranger?
Well,
is
he's,
that the
he's right.
story
I mean,
today
he's right.
didn't
Something went
happen in the
wrong.
Same country as
Pause button. Mute button.
It played on. We got a free disaster, boys and girls. What a deal. Okay, and then the we're at the last video that he
Ken
uploaded.
Reichert says 2 frames per second. Awesome. Yeah.
So you get to crush your enemies on this one. I want to see enemies crushed.
And no music, right? Or incidental sound effects. Yeah.
All right, we're back to we left the music off to make the thing work.
All right.
Okay,
Nope.
I don't. Oh, there's a crushing.
Nice. So a work in progress.
Fair enough. And then we're going to need.
It's still hard to believe that's basic.
Right. He's getting a pretty good clip.
I cannot believe this is not basic.
So this is interpreted basic? Oh, that's right. He's only working with interpreted basics. Okay. Well, interesting.
So now
It's basic, folks. Okay, well, that was the last story. No MC10 news this week. Sorry. All we have from here is coming events calendar. And do remember that if you have an event that you'd like to add, please contact us. You can send email directly to Curtis, or you can send it to the CoCoNation, and we will add it to the news stories so that we can put it in front of people and get people interested in going and doing something. So, next upcoming convention trade show and interest, the Vancouver Retro Computing Expo is a single-day event on June 20th, 2026, starting at noon. I believe that's going to be 7 days from now. The Anvil Center, which is at 777 Columbia Street in New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada.
Boy, thank God
Looks
it wasn't
excellent.
one block over.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Okay, looks like none of us are healthy enough to be in this scene.
Okay, moving on to the next one, Rick. The International Retro Computer Expo 2026 now has tickets available. This was formerly Boat Fest, run by the amigos John, Aaron, and Brent, for the retro show happening July 10th and 11th. That's Friday, Saturday. July 9th, Thursday, vendor setup can come in the evening. This is a general retro show for old home computers, consoles, and more. There is a link to Ticket Source where you can purchase your tickets. This, of course, is in Hurricane, West Virginia, and that's about 1 month out for us. Moving along there. VCF West is August 1st and 2nd, 2026 at the Computer History Museum in Mountain View, California. And there are a few Coco people that might attend. Local to that area is Mikey. Let's see. Strick is sometimes in the area. You said just about 80% you'll probably be there?
Yeah, I
You're
think
gonna try.
I'm going to be there. I'm looking forward to
Excellent.
it. There's a lot of
Mind
weird
you,
stuff that comes to this show.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what I like, because in Silicon Valley, you've got people who have been into all kinds of things over the years. And
for the past 80 years.
And they made a lot of money, so they still have all of it.
Yep.
Like a couple years ago, there was an analog computing revival kind of thing going on at VCF, which was
like that differential comparator things.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
Those were all the rage in the 1930s. Some of the tools
Mechanical
designed for
computers?
solving,
where
solving problems.
people will bring in, not boat anchors, gigantic things, old PDPs and old mainframes and
Big
stuff like
iron.
that. Big,
Right.
there's the word, big iron. Yeah.
A free forklift with the showroom.
And yet, it's pretty easy to get a table, and I've had a table with Coco stuff several times at this show.
Like
Hey,
they
Henry,
know, they need to know. It's like they need to know what you're bringing so they can have enough power run.
Power.
Right.
Yep.
Do
Yeah,
we need
they-
to
they-
do we
they
need a
do ask you.
220 to Euro?
They do ask you, yeah.
Two-phase. The Computer History Museum wasn't it like Silicon Graphics or something?
It was Silicon Graphics, and Silicon Graphics is now history, so it makes total sense that it becomes
it's a history
Computer
museum.
History Museum.
Yeah, it's
a
really
great
cool.
space, and the
It is.
exhibit of the normal the normal computer exhibit there named Revolutions is just a fantastic collection of machines, and then they've got newer software and AI kind of exhibits that have been added on later. And
Yeah,
all
it's a
that's
really cool
available to
museum.
you.
Multiple stories. And there's like 2 halves of the building, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Yeah, very very cool building to be in.
There's a PDP-1 restoration and a IBM 1401 restoration.
It's 1950s, as I recall, for the 1401.
The 1401, yeah, about 1960.
So what tech was
1960.
that?
Okay.
Transistors or?
It'd be probably transistors.
It is transistors, yes. It was the last big thing they did before the System 360, before IBM bet the entire company on the System 360 that came out in 1964. And yet it was one of the more successful machines IBM made. They were constantly back ordered for the 1401s. And we have 2 of them. I say we, I'm kind of on the team there. There's one from Germany and one from Connecticut, and they try to keep both of them up and running, and then they can compare one to the other to try to fix things. But it's a struggle. It's always something broken.
Right. Well, you got to
There's
have a
an
runner and a parts
amazing
car.
set of people behind it.
The Computer History Museum also has some great interviews with various people that are in their archives, which is really
They do a
excellent, too.
lot of oral histories too, where they just let someone tell their stories for hours, and
Yep. Okay, moving along here. VCF Southeast is our next one.
Wow, you could hardly tell the slide changed.
Yeah.
This one is Atlanta, right? This one's embedded
this is
inside
Atlanta.
the Southern Fried Gaming
Convention.
Expo. So there's one room in there that has the Vintage Computer Festival, and then there's the whole gaming expo going on, which is loud and energetic and fun. And I've been to one of these.
It's your other home.
So if the Coco's getting you down, go over to the gaming side and charge back up.
And this is the same weekend as the one in Mountain View, so you have to fly back and forth very fast.
Okay. You're gonna need you're gonna need that. Them frequent flyer miles are gonna come in handy.
Wormholes would be appreciated.
Yeah, that's right. We should just set up a permanent wormhole between the 2.
All the VCFs connected by their own little network of wormholes. Yeah.
Anyway, this is July 31st through August 2nd at the Marriott Resident Renaissance, Waverly in Atlanta, Georgia.
Waverly.
Anyway, should be more computer people from all over getting together and having a good time with old computers. And coming up after that, September 12th through 13th, is VCF Midwest, which is being held this year at the Schaumburg Convention Center in Schaumburg, Illinois. It's on the west side of Chicago. It's pretty safe. So anyway,
and
they have their own webpage, of course.
It didn't fit in the regular mold, so they had to have their own page for this one. It's too big.
Exactly.
It won't fit. It's its own little world. There's like 3 motels in a little triangular space, and with this one being 19.
This is probably the most well attended. They've for the past 15 years they've had to keep bumping up the venues every couple of years because they keep running out of space.
And it's prepared for the job. They've got Wi-Fi, they've got rooms, they've got space. They'll give you a pizza in the hall. You don't even have to go get food. So if you just want to crash in one day and have a show and leave, come here. This will be a Saturday well worth your time, and maybe you can visit the Bean on Sunday and leave. It'll be good.
Cool. Okay, coming up after that is Tandy Assembly, New dates and a new venue have been announced on Facebook. October 2nd through October 4th at the DoubleTree by Hilton Hotels at the Cincinnati Airport, which is actually in Kentucky, not Ohio. Anyway, definitely a different location. Should be much easier to get to. Say what?
Here, I always thought it was Cincinnati, Kentucky.
It is Cincinnati. Oh,
Oh.
yeah, it is. It's the Cincinnati, Kentucky Airport, Northern Kentucky Airport. Anyway, more Tandy assembly goodness, more on the other Tandys that we don't always cover as well.
I'm going to try and be at that one.
Should be worthwhile, easy to fly
Let us know what happened.
Yeah, I love driving through Kentucky too.
And you don't really have to even get out of it. You don't have to actually go to Ohio to be here. What a great thing.
Northern Kentucky's nice.
I was born in Ohio, so let me tell you. You don't want to have to go to Ohio to be there. Not bad. Well, never mind.
If you hear the banjos, you're in the right place.
Okay, and the last event we have on our calendar is the second VCF Montreal, which has been moved to the November instead of January. It's going to be on November 7th and 8th, and it's going to be at a slightly different location as well. But again, is it cbcfed.org, VCF Montreal. Okay. Oh, Canadian Federation of Vintage Computers. Very nice. Okay, that's all we have on our calendar. If you have any of these, please send us more events to attend so we can put them up and mention them to people. Try to get people out, meet each other in real life. Okay, Mark B, we are through all the news notes. They have been uploaded to the Color Computer Discord, and I posted the link earlier. I'll post it again. So join the Discord, follow the questions, name, and how you got interested in computers, what you're doing. And we will okay you and get you on board so you can be on the Game On Challenge on Thursday evening, and you can get the show notes and see what a lot of the Coco community is doing in between the rest of the week when you're not listening to us on Saturday. Okay, any comments from the gallery? Any comments from the
Peanut Gallery?
watchers?
Yeah.
Peanut Gallery, yeah.
I think we killed them all.
Yeah, I think we are nice and quiet. I must be so non-controversial. I don't get that much feedback. Did get a little bit though.
Stunned into submission.
Right.
Yep.
Beat them down.
Okay, I'm awake. Did I miss anything?
Nope, not at all.
Go back to sleep.
I was just thinking this morning, we've been doing this for over, what starts our 9th year, I guess now? Yeah, this is the 9th year we're doing this. It's like pretty much every week for 8 plus years.
Right.
Like, wow. And we thank all of you for showing up and watching us. It says there's 30 people right now watching on YouTube, and probably another 5 or 6 on Twitch. Thank you for showing up, watching us live.
5, actually.
5? Okay.
Yep, there's 5.
We'll take it.
Yep.
It will take it. I know. I go back. I go back and review the videos every so often. It's like, we usually get 250 to 350 views throughout the week on YouTube. So it's not just a day. People come back during the week, probably listen to us on their way to the commute. Anyway, thank you for showing up.
Besides, we're not quite as addictive as sleep medication. Valium or something.
But it's just amazing to me that here we are for machines that stopped being made in 1991 on their best day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I try to explain to people that, for these 1980s machines, we go through hours of news of all the greatest new things that have happened each week.
And there is.
It is amazing.
For a 50-year-old machine, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So thanks for showing up for the Coco and the community.
Yep. Thanks for making news so we have something to talk about.
NC10s and Dragons, CP4.
Yep,
Right.
and
Otherwise,
Dragons.
we'd all just be sitting around talking about the checking my left earlobe or whatever the Volgons do.
All right. Well, now that it's 95 degrees outside, I need to go mow the yard.
Yeah, go mow now.
Hydrate. Drink lots of water.
We
And
let
a
you
big
out
floppy
before
hat.
it starts cooling off, so you can feel guilty. And
Yeah. Well, we're supposed to get more rain tonight, so I got a
Oh
window.
yeah, mow while the rest
He's
is
got to hit the
dry.
window.
Let's see.
Thank you, Tom. We like doing this.
All right, let's see. This button.
This concludes another episode of the CoCoNation, the world's leading live interactive talk show featuring the Tandy Color Computer. For all things the CoCoNation, visit us on the web at thecoconation.com. We'd love to hear from you. Send feedback, suggestions, even segments via email to show@thecoconation.com. The CoCoNation show would not exist without the community and its cast and crew. The CoCoNation theme song copyright 2022 D. Bruce Moore, mixed, mastered, and produced by D. Bruce Moore. The CoCoNation is over. Join us on the Coco Discord server.
Coco forever.
Okay, well, next week, episode 470.
Wonder what'll happen then.
I don't know.
No, there's bound to be more news by then.
All right. See you next week. Bye.
Bye. Bye, all. Thanks for watching us.